Hi, I'm Shannon. I make stuff and sometimes it works. Welcome. I wanted to do a flip through of my 2025 junk journal. One of the fun things about journaling, doesn't matter what kind of journal it is going back and flipping through the pages. Before I get into making a new journal, I just want to take a look back at my year. I made this journal in February of 2025. As you can see, it gets pretty thick. I took out some of the pages that remained blank to try and give these poor discs even the smallest of breathing room. I made this journal using bookbinding disc and a disc hole punch, and the covers front and back are from a wall collage kit I got at Five and Below. It was like 30 mini posters, and I use these a lot for covers and dividers for journals and notebooks that I make by hand. I just feel like they're the perfect journal size. Like, it's exactly what I need, and I like the different designs that they come in, so I really like using these. I'm probably going to make my 2026 journal with these covers and do a very similar make of the journal. I made something like a junk journal in 2024, and that journal binding cracked. And like I mentioned, I had to take out a few pages, and this one just to be able to flip through it. I've accepted that I will need to make at least 2 junk journals this year. I'm definitely going to do another disc bound. Those are super easy, and possibly repurpose a notebook for my second journal. Something I use a lot are envelopes, bags, anything that I can create a little pocket with and make little spaces to hide things. This is an envelope, and it says I owed $14 in fines at the library. I saved the receipt of all the late books. I downloaded the app in hopes that will keep me up with due dates. My first big fine in the year. And this was in June. I'm pretty notorious for fines, or as I like to call them, donations. And so I made it about halfway through the year before reaching double digits. I say congratulations to me. And downloading the app did really help in terms of keeping track of what was due, but especially with renewing books. I use my junk journal to track everything from the mundane to the special. I like to include pages for taking notes of those sort of things, the day-to-day, or even like a brain dump page in bullet journals. I think my favorite thing to do in my junk journal is make collage pages. I'll use scrapbook paper, magazines, stickers, like literally whatever I have around me. But I also like taking other art that I've made and cutting out small parts of it and adding it to my collages. So this little picture of the kitty blobs was a coloring page I colored at the library with my kids. And so I just cut a piece out and put it there. Here's another collage page. This one is one of my favorites. And we have another paper bag, another pocket type thing. Inside of here, let's see, what do I have? So this is a ticket to The Lion King from 2023. I've got a Georgia National Fairgrounds ticket from 2024. If I ever find memories that are loose in the wild, I will collect them and put them in whatever journal I have. Doesn't matter if it doesn't line up with the year. I want to make sure I save them. I also have a business card from the company I bought wool combs from. I took on making yarn this summer, and I did it. And I saved this calendar because my daughter volunteered at the library as a teen ambassador over the summer, and this was the calendar of events she participated in, so I made a little note about it and kept that too. This page I glued a soda label onto and a table of contents I got from a magazine, and then just a bunch of stickers. And then I used a whole bunch of paper clips to secure this letter. It's a letter from my granny, my children's great grand, to my oldest, and there's no way I'm letting her hold on to this, so I'll keep it safe for her until she's older. A big part of a junk journal is using junk, so labels from sodas or different types of packaging, which I definitely use, but I also feel like it means using what you have and not necessarily like buying new. This taco box that I cut out and put in here is just a part of using recycling, and I just use the back to make notes. I also like to include calendars in my junk journal because I do use them almost daily and carry it everywhere, at least until it becomes too bulky to do that. But yeah, I put a lot of calendars in here. Okay, another pocket, this time from a candy bag, and I filled it with zines that my children made. So again, these are from various years, but I wanted to have a place to keep them all, especially as I was coming across them. So I put those in here. Okay, here's another collage. I don't know what else to say that I haven't said before. I really like making collage pages. I kept this container for instant coffee that I had at some point, and I didn't open it, but it's a cardboard coffee sleeve that I covered, and then I taped some tags, clothes tags. Another collage. And then I made a page here to keep track of a crochet project, but it ended up being better just creating a separate notebook for that purpose. Bookmarks are fun to collect and put into junk journals. Last year, my daughter wrote to Impossible. I can't remember why, but they responded to her and they sent her a few coupons. So I kept one of them just to hold on to that memory. Okay, this is good coffee. Receipts are a pretty easy thing to keep and put in your junk journal. This is from when we went out to eat in September. We were on vacation. More instant coffee. I cut this one instead of keeping it whole as a pocket like the last one, and I wrote on the back of it, and then this is the other half. I put stickers on the back of that one. I also keep quotes and affirmations. I like to have games and puzzles and coloring pages included. These are more note pages. Oh, I did do a dopamine menu. That was fun. I could see me doing this one again for my next junk journal, doing a dopamine menu. And I like covering the pages with tape to give it that laminated look. I used the back of this calendar page to write out my 2026 resolutions. I had a moment with these Sour Patch Kids. There were more empty bags that I could have included, but I was just too embarrassed to keep going. I kept a part of the packaging of this face wash sample that I tried out. I thought the packaging was pretty, but I didn't really like the product. I kept a game that my son and I were playing. And then here are a couple more collages. This one I covered up with tape. I just think it looks so cool. And I left this one, I guess, with a matte finish. That's all there is for my 2025 junk journal. Thanks for watching.